Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. Happy April 20th for those of you in the know. And happy Quarantown. For anybody who might be just joining this for the first time ever, a couple weeks back, I decided that because we're all stuck at home and we can't travel, even if we're working, the travel is off the table because we're all trying to do our part, stay safe, stay home, and social distance, that there's got to be a way we could all travel together. I want to travel with you guys and go on adventures because I can't go on adventures anymore. So I came up with this idea, Quarantown. So from the luxury of our phones or our laptops or our iPad, wherever you're watching this from, we're all going to go on a little journey together and have some fun on this Monday afternoon or Monday morning or Monday evening, depending on where you're watching this around the world. Hello to everybody on Facebook, on Twitch, and on Instagram. I am watching all of those comments as they're coming up. Let me know where you guys are watching from, and let me know how you guys are doing. Hopefully you're all staying safe and healthy. So, like I've been doing in the last few episodes, let's start off with an easy one. Hopefully this works. Kablam! We're in New York City, just like that. Snap my fingers and we're in New York City. This is Times Square. I like starting off in Times Square because it is literally one of the places that is just jam-packed with people every single day. And now, because of the pandemic that we're all dealing with, you can just see that there are very few people. In fact, this is the most people that we've seen here in a very long time. The last few weeks that we've been doing this, there haven't been that many. There's some of the great U.S. military walking around right there, keeping everybody safe. But a lot of new people in Times Square today that usually there's only just a few. This guy right here is usually there patrolling the tables and chairs that say I Love New York. And it's just so striking to see a place that usually gets 300,000 plus visitors a day on foot in just this little tiny area. We could probably count 20 of them right now. It's incredible. Hello to everybody just joining. Hello from Los Angeles. Hello, Woodland, California. And Casey joining us from the cornfields of Indiana. I disagree. I don't believe you're just smack dab in the middle of a cornfield, are you? If you are, that sounds absolutely delightful. And get a webcam there so we can go to there on a future Quarantown. So I've been thinking a lot about, not being able to travel and not being able to, go to all the places that I wish I could go to. So one of those places has been Hawaii. Oh, crud. Is it paused? Hold on. The terribleness of dealing with the internet. Let's see if restarting it'll restart here. There we go. This is a live feed from Kauai, one of the islands in Hawaii. And I've never been. Have any of you guys ever been? I've been to Hawaii. When I was a kid, my mom and dad took me there. I was so lucky. I got to go and see Maui and Oahu, which are two other islands outside of the Big Island. Hello from New Mexico, Florence, Alaska, Arizona, and I wanted to see some place tropical like this. It's absolutely beautiful. Kauai, for those of you who don't know, is the oldest island in Hawaii, in the chain of islands of Hawaii. Actually, what's crazy is so the way that the tectonic plates work, right? Kauai was the first one to form, and then as the plates keep moving, each of the other islands have popped up in Hawaii. Well, let's go back. I'm sorry about that. And and what's crazy is that we're still getting new Hawaiian islands. In fact, there's a brand new Hawaiian island that's being made right now. We won't see it in our lifetime. Our children won't see it in their lifetime. It'll be a while before it's actually an island. And even when it is an island, it'll just be molten rock. And it'll be a while before it's as lush and green as Hawaii and Kauai actually is. In fact, Kauai is the lushest and greenest island of them all. 97% is covered in forests and mountains. And even if you've never been there, you've definitely seen it on the big screen, I bet, because that opening scene of Jurassic Park when they're flying the helicopter into the, to get them onto the island to begin with, that is Kauai. And you can actually go and check out where they filmed that footage, because my parents actually went back without me because I was probably a little shit and they didn't want to take me. But they went and they toured all the different places in Kauai that Jurassic Park was made. Hello to everybody just joining over on Facebook, on Twitch, and on YouTube. I see a lot of people who are loving Hawaii. They also filmed Lost in Hawaii, David says over on Facebook. That is definitely for sure. Chad over on YouTube, you were saying that you were stationed in Kaneohe Bay. That's awesome when you were in the Marines. Thank you so much for your service, and can't beat getting stationed out there. Our very own Danielle, who works in our logistics department here at Death Wish Coffee, just went and got redeployed, and she was in Hawaii just recently too. So, I can't thank you all enough for your service in our armed forces. But it's good when you get to, get stationed in a place like Hawaii, as where I have other friends who are right now stationed in Antarctica, and they love it, but it's definitely not the same. That's for definitely sure. I also was thinking of places I've never been, and, places that are pretty tropical. Let's see if we can go here. There we go. Now, by snapping my fingers, thanks to the magic of Quarantown, we are all whisked away to Rio de Janeiro. I have never been to Brazil. I've always wanted to go to Brazil, especially working for a coffee company. It is probably the coffee mecca of the world. I didn't know this. A couple fun facts I found out about Brazil. This is actually where we're looking at the South Beach is what they consider. But the whole thing is a beach, Rio de Janeiro. But it actually means January River, Rio de Janeiro. That's what that means. But it's actually by the bay. And the bay is giant. That giant mountain in the background, back over there, that is like it's smack dab in the middle of this giant bay. And there are so many. There's over 100 islands in this bay that flank this bay. Now, normally this beach would be filled with people, but we're all doing our best, and we're all, staying safe, staying at home, flattening that curve. I know a lot of people are getting antsy, myself included. This is now week 6 working from home, and staying isolated. I actually got to venture out into the world today. I went to Home Depot to pick up a piece for my toilet that broke. So you guys get a little window into my life, which is always rad. But yeah, I wish we were all in Rio de Janeiro, but technically speaking, we're all in Rio de Janeiro right now. And that's why I like doing this show, guys. It's just a way that we can all kind of get away from the news cycle and get away from everything that's happening and kind of visit the world together from the comfort of our own homes. Like I said, let me know where you are. Let me know what's happening out there. I find out, of course, over on YouTube that me and Jason Eckert are wearing the same hat. What are the chances? Well, because I'm not sure how many hats Jason owns, but I own enough hats that my wife has now declared an emergency in our house that I have too many hats. I don't think it's enough hats because I can pair hats to different, clothes that I'm wearing, or sometimes I want to rep Death Wish, sometimes I want to rep something else. I love hats. I have probably 30 hats. So it is kind of a good chance. I'm getting all sorts of questions. Ask me any questions you want. This is a live AMA with the Incredible Jeff. David over there on Facebook says you just bought a black toilet seat from Home Depot. So we're both doing toilet maintenance. That's pretty rad. And Sean over on Facebook asked me, what tunes am I spinning these days? Well, outside of my normal tunes that I've been spinning, I have just discovered this band Elder that I actually had the singer on Fueled by Deathcast a couple weeks ago, and I've been listening to them nonstop. I've really, really, really been digging them. So I've been listening to Elder, listening to a lot of Gunship, and a lot of Ozzy, a lot of metal, and just all sorts of stuff. But what are you guys listening to? Let me know. By the way, happy National Cold Brew Day. Not only National Cold Brew Day, it's also 420 for all you out there in the know. Now, the last few weeks, we've been checking in on some animals because not only can we go live to places in the world, we can see live animals because we can't go to the zoo. We can't, go out into the wild. One of my favorite animals in the world, which I think is this. I'm going to go right now, and haha! There we go. My buddy, the polar bear. There he is, having a good time. Let's see if I can, can I make that a little bit? There we go. Showing us all his bits and pieces. This polar bear is presented to us by Coca-Cola, thanks to all the people over at the San Diego Zoo. Oh, he's about to leave just as I brought us in there. But, oh well. Them's the breaks of watching polar bears live, right? So at least we got a moment of a polar bear. I sure do love polar bear. My father is a giant polar bear fan, for sure. Got a lot of people listening to punk and metal. Got a lot of people listening to Fish. That's all right. The Black Stones. Yes. Good job, Casey. I love that. And Ghost. Kimberly over on Facebook saying that listening to Ghost. Can't get enough Ghost. That's for sure. Oh, man. What else? I just saw a question go by. I thought I saw a question. Oh, Robin over on Facebook asked how Deathwish has been doing since all this started. Well, we're doing our best. Full disclosure, the office has been working from home. Like I said, this is the start of week 6. A lot of us are thankfully able to work from home. I literally thank my lucky stars. Every single day I have this job that allows me to work from home in these times. And we did shut our facility down here on the East Coast, our roasting and bagging facility down in the first few weeks of the pandemic to be safe, to stay at home, to keep everybody safe. And now, thanks to the guidelines by the CDC and the state of New York, and doing our best to still keep safe distances, we've reopened our facility, our roasting facility here on the East Coast, and we're running it with a limited crew, 2 different shifts, and making sure that everybody is keeping correct distances and correct safety and health guidelines, which is great. Our West Coast facility has been running nonstop. Both of our fulfillment facilities have been running. And as you guys might have known, if you go on over to deathwishcoffee.com and order some of our awesome coffee, it might be reaching your door a few days late, and that is just because of the influx of everything going on with the USPS, also DHL and UPS, and however you're getting your packages. So that's how that's happening as well. And like I said, I hope you guys are having a wonderful National Cold Brew Day and a wonderful International 420. And speaking of that, I wanted to do something fun today. Not only can you go live on live webcams and we can travel the world, and we can also tune in to animals when animals are around and they don't just immediately run away once the camera's around like the polar bears. I wanted to actually check in with the cheetah cubs that we checked in with last week. But like a lot of moms do, she's moved her cubs now to a different enclosure that doesn't have a camera in there. So I'm going to keep you guys updated on that if she ever moves them back into a camera enclosed area. But a lot of times they move their cubs because it's instinct, to move them away from predators and stuff like that. So she moved them, so I couldn't. I was actually going to try and look in again today for us, but I couldn't. But another thing that a lot of places have been doing is POVs of thrill rides. Because I don't know about you, but I love amusement parks. And right before this all happened, I was lucky enough to go visit my parents down in Florida. And my wife and I got to go to Universal Studios, one of our favorite places in the world, and go on a bunch of different rides. And so I was looking up, different point of view rides and what they would look like. Well, I think I found one, and we're going to see if this works. Blam. All right. So this is the Yukon Striker in Canada's Wonderland. This is one of the best roller coasters in the world, so it's said. It's called the Yukon Striker. I've never ridden it, but we're all going to ride it together right now. I'm going to actually turn myself off so we can all be in the driver's seat. Are you ready? Are you ready? You're not going to throw up on me, are you? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay. Getting ready. I don't know if there's sound. Is there sound? There's no sound. I was hoping there would be sound, but there's not. You're going to have to picture the wind whistling through your hair. It would have been better if there was sound. I was hoping there was sound, and there's not sound. I apologize for that. So we're gonna ride a silent roller coaster. Let me know in those comments, what is your favorite roller coaster? What's your favorite amusement park? What is your favorite thrill ride? I love them all. I love the big ones like this, like giant amusement parks, but I love those state fairs that come around every year too, Here we go. Oh, I thought it was going to be a big drop. It's not a big drop. Okay. Oh, here comes the drop. Everybody put your hands up. Ready to put your hands up? Put your hands up. Here we go. Here we go. Oh my God, this is really high. Holy crap, this is really high. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Oh, man. That's too fun. Look at this thing go. I love any big roller coaster. If you guys ever get a chance to go to Universal Studios Florida, make sure you go on over to the Hulk coaster. It is one of the coolest, fastest roller coasters out there. Whoa. This one's pretty fast. Next time I do this, I promise I'll try to get some sound on it. I'm so sorry that there's no sound. I could... That probably doesn't help. That's probably worse, right? It's worse. Thanks for tuning in to the live with the worst sound effects ever and in a silent roller coaster. And I think we might be at the end, and we are. So that was weird and fun, right? That was super weird and fun. Medusa at Six Flags, Chelsea over on Facebook. Love it. Jim May over on YouTube, Canada's Wonderland. You've been there, huh? That sounds... Now that I've seen it, I super want to go to this frickin' roller coaster. This whole park. I absolutely love roller coasters, and I can't get enough. I love doing thrill rides, and I love doing stuff for you guys. I really do hope that you guys are having a good time watching these. I'm trying to, like I said, bring a little levity and some fun stuff into your daily routine, which I'm sure seems like Groundhog Day to everybody. I do want to mention a few things. Sign up for the Scoop over at deathwishcoffee.com. You'll get all of our awesome content. Like today, we released some new blogs, a brand new look at our Earth Day t-shirt, which is coming out very soon, which you guys are going to want to get. Also, our 420 playlist, which has got some awesome chill tunes on there. And this week's podcast guest, which was the return of Titus Welliver. Are you guys a fan of the series Bosch on Amazon Prime Video? Season 6 just came out, and I got Titus back on the show to talk all about that, and we nerded out about Marvel and The Mandalorian and all sorts of fun stuff. I love having Titus on the show. So tune into that wherever podcasts are found. This week, if you guys are wrestling fans, I've got WWE superstar Eric Rowan on the show. And you guys aren't going to want to miss that. That'll be coming out on Thursday. Make sure you go on over to Death Wish Coffee or Death Wish Coffee on YouTube and check out all of the cool stuff we're doing on YouTube. I've been coming out with an alien series called The Alien Series. I know I'm the best at titles. It's all about aliens and UFOs, and I dive into all sorts of stuff. Part 5 came out on Sunday. I'll actually be doing a replay of that right here on Facebook if you're watching on Facebook tonight, but it's available on YouTube right now if you want to check out Part 5 along with the previous 4 parts. That's part of our science series. And all sorts of fun stuff that you guys can tune in for. If you are a fan of 420 and all that kind of stuff, and you guys are watching on YouTube, stick around on YouTube at 420. I believe it's Central Time. You'll have to look it up. Google 420 Willie Nelson. Willie Nelson is holding a 4-hour and 20-minute long special today only on YouTube that's going to feature chefs and celebrities and activists, and you get your chance to celebrate 420 by maybe doing a little bit of a puff pass with Willie Nelson, which just seems absolutely crazy. So if that's up your alley, go for that too. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the Monday. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the week. Tune in Wednesday right here, Death Wish Coffee, Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. I'll be back with the mother of content now that we figured it out. Me and Shannon are going to come at you live on Wednesday with a bunch of guests from Death Wish Coffee, so that'll be a lot of fun. And like I said, on Thursday, tune in every single Thursday for a brand new episode of the podcast and a brand new episode of Science every Sunday. See you guys in a little bit. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye, everybody.